Hey everybody, it's Lizzie and welcome back to Lizzie Dust. So, well, um, I really can't find like a very reasonable reason why I haven't been able to upload things. The only reason I can give is that it's because of university. This is the only time that I was able to get free time, like on a Saturday, because I only have Monday morning classes on a Saturday. That's 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, so I can utilize the rest of my afternoon to make video logs. So I also opened up a Twitter for Lizzie Dust. The link will be down below. Make sure you guys follow me. I'll be posting updates there, as well as on my Tumblr, of course, but you know, Twitter is a thing. Yes, so before I get on to the seriousness that is about the very controversial Pokemon Kalos League finals and my views and a bit of heart-to-heart about Manila 48, I've decided to make this video log. Honestly, I did not think that I would do this. I've had a lot of drafts, to be honest. The reason why is because I've practically tried to make a final list. Making the final list was the hardest thing that I have ever done in my entire life, because you know, you cannot simply have, like when you're a fangirl, you simply cannot have one husbando. Yes, so today's video is going to be a top 10, my top 10 anime crushes. Yay! So, this finalist really took a lot of consideration, a lot of thinking. I have the draft list here. It had a lot of scribbles. Here. It had a lot of scribbles. It even had my lipstick mark on it, because I was initially going to record with this list already, but you know, things happened. Yes, so without further ado, let's get to it. So at number 10, we have somebody from a fairly new anime. I'm not sure if you would call it fairly new, but yeah. We have somebody from a fairly new anime, and that's Tachibana Lindo from Dance with Devils. So, honestly, what is not to love about Lindo? Like, really, honestly, what is not to love about Lindo when he's like the epitome of a real husbando, to be honest? He will protect you. He will make sure that you are safe. And he will cook for you with a frilly pink apron. Where else can you find an husbando? Where else will you find a husbando like Lindo? And what I like about him is that he's very genuine, very sincere about his feelings. I'm talking about anime, game, and musical Lindo, because you guys know how much I like Charlie/Shirmaki Jin's Lindo, right? Coming in is husbando number 9. 9. Yes, husbando number 9 is, a lot of you are probably gonna question me why he's so low in this list, but yes, at number 9 is Sesshomaru from Inuyasha. In my initial lists, Sesshomaru was a bit higher. You can even see him on my wall. To be honest, I wanted to put him really a bit higher on my list, but like I said, there were a lot of factors that interfered with that, and of course I didn't want to evict him from the list. So yes, he's still one of the best husbandos ever, even though, you know, like, he doesn't express it that much. Sesshomaru doesn't like humans. Go figure. But what I like about Sesshomaru is that how he let Rin inside his life and it completely changed him. I know that there are people who probably like pair Rin and Tsushima with each other, but you know, yeah. Um, I think that deep inside, Tsushimaru is, you know, like, is as fluffy as the scarf that he wears. Husbando number 8 is Isaac Jewel from Gundam Seed Destiny. Gundam Seed. Yes. Isaac Jewel from Gundam Seed. So, honestly, I used to really like Atron. No joke, I used to really like Atron, but when I was younger, a lot younger, we used to like have this game at school where we would pretend that we were Gundam pilots, and somehow I always, you know, like, they give you characters, like, for example, let's play Inuyasha, then you, like, okay, let's put it in Gundam context. Example, okay guys, let's play Gundam, like, for example, I'm not gonna give out my friend's real name, so, for example, Hachiko, you get to be Kira, and then Bella, you get to be Stella, something like that. So I always used to get Shiho. This girl. The ingenue? That's a theater term, I think. Okay. Never mind. She rarely gets speaking parts. But she's always there for Isaac, and it is shown that she has an interest for a romantic interest for Isaac. So I always used to get that character, and I guess it started from there. My crush on Isaac started from there. But really, I really do like him. I realized it a few, like, when I was older. We played Gundam when I was in 3rd grade. I realized that I really had a crush on Isaac. I was in 6th grade. So it took me that long. But yes, Husbando number 8 is Isaac. And, you know, I just really love that he values his relationships a lot. And yeah. Husbando number 7 is Nishio Nishiki from Tokyo Ghoul. Honestly, I debated with myself whether I should put Nishio here or not because he had Kimi. But, you know, I wouldn't be true to the, like, because I really like Nishio despite him dating Kimi. Like, Kimi is not a factor. Kimi did not falter my love for the guy. Yeah, you know what I really love about Nishiki. What I really love about Nishiki is that despite being a ghoul, he still has a heart for humans. You know, like, he didn't, well, initially he did, but at the latter part, he didn't let what happened to his older sister, like, falter his relationship with humans at the end part. You know, well, what happened with Hide was probably because he needed to survive. He needed to eat. So yeah, but Nishio, I can see that Nishio really has a beautiful heart. He will protect you also. I think all of the guys on my list will protect you in some way. He will protect you. Nishio is one of the guys that will risk his life for you. Yeah, there are only a handful of guys that will do that on my list. And he will love you, ghoul or not. And that's what I loved about it. Coming in at number 6 is the Demon Butler, Sebastian Michaelis from Kuroshitsuji. So, like I mentioned earlier in the video, Um, he will protect you with his life, but in exchange for your soul. But yeah, who wouldn't want a husband who is as sexy as hell? He can cook, he can clean, he can basically do every chore that you can't, and he will protect you in exchange for your soul. And he is simply one hell, and I think that he's probably going to be simply one hell of a husband. But no joke. Kushitsuji was one of the first animes that I watched, and I was a lot younger then, I think. Well, not a lot, but I was younger when I first watched Black Butler. And Sebastian, well, I really like Sebastian. I cannot express. He would have been higher, but there were more people that I liked. There are like 5 more people that I like. Oh, I didn't know that we were already halfway through, but yeah. Number 6 was Sebastian. So we are now at Husbando number 5. And like I mentioned in a video that I did 2 months ago, I think it was 2 months ago, Pokemon is a big part of my childhood. And of course, I may have a few husbandos from the franchise. And coming in at number 5 is Steven Stone, the former Hoenn region champion. Yes. Oopsie. Yes, Steven Stone. So, yeah, Steven Stone. But yeah. So, Steven Stone, the first time I played, I was gonna say Auras, but no, the first time I played Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire almost at the same time. Like, legit, almost at the same time. So, like, Steven is a recurring character both in the game and in the anime. I think I saw him first in the anime and I was like, Bishi alert! And I fancied him immediately. Prince Soma reference. Yes. One thing I like about Steven is, well, like I said, he will protect you in some way. He will protect you with his Metagross. And that's one of the things that I like about Steven, is that although he's busy, I think he will make time for you. And I just love a guy that, will help you throughout your adventure and will give you TMs along the way. Husbando number 4 is Nakago from Fushigi Yugi. Now, Nakago is an antagonist. He's probably the primary antagonist for Fushigi Yugi, but that will not falter what I feel for him. Like, he's just probably misunderstood. Well, in a sense. No, not really. Because he's bad on his own choice, so... I cannot justify this, really, because I think I have a crush on Nakago because he's hot. That's probably the only reason that I can give. Aside from that, well, my crush on him began with a fanfic that I read. And, but I don't think it's still up. I think it was on Quizilla. It was still Quizilla. The former Quizilla with a lot of stories. Yeah. And then recently, like a year ago, I read this story on Wattpad. I'll link it below. It's a really good story, but I'm very sad to say that the author put it on a hiatus. But it's a really good story. If you have a crush on Nakago, if you like Nakago, you should read the story because the story is really like... it hits the heart. Shout out to the author for like doing a very, very good job. I really like the story. So we are now at the top 3, and coming in at top 3 is Kankuro from Naruto. So, when I was a lot younger, Kankuro was one of my first anime crushes because when I was a lot younger, Naruto aired in the Philippines, and legit all of my classmates were either like Naruto, Sasuke, or Neji. And I was like, oh, I like Kankuro. And then they're going to ask me, who the heck is Kankuro? And then I'm going to end up explaining it, and then, they're gonna say that they know who he is, but in reality they don't. Yes, that's my struggle of liking somebody who my classmates and friends did not know initially. I'm crossing out the list just in case, so that I don't get lost while recording. Yes. So Kankuro, well, I'm a cat lover. And, Kankuro's costume consists of him wearing cat ears. So you guys can guess where my crush on him started. Some of my classes were very afraid of Kankuro because of the makeup. But, I liked him a lot. And he will protect you. Legit. I just don't... Well, I think he will. He will probably chase after the Akatsuki for you, if necessary. And I think, every guy in Naruto will protect you to a certain degree, depending on how special you are to that guy. I think the only exception that I can see for this is Hidan and Kakuzu. Because they don't, they don't play like that. And maybe Sasori too, because I don't think they play like that. But yes, Kankuro was one of the very first anime husbandos that I had. And I still like him up to this. And we are at our final 2 for this list. So coming in at number 2 is Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho. So my top 1, 2, 3 are my first husbandos from entering the anime fandom. So Kurama, alongside number 1, was one of the first few animes that I watched. Like, I would wait for them on that certain channel that they're airing on Animax. I would wait for them on Animax because I think that they had similar schedules. I think Yu Yu Hakusho was just a bit later than this one, or vice versa. I forgot. That was a long time ago. But yeah, one of the reasons why I like Kurama is that he didn't let his being a demon interfere with, like, his relationship with his mom. I really love his relationship with his mom because he would go to, like, numerous extents. He would go to, like, even the most dangerous extents just to protect his mom, and that is one of the things that I liked about Kurama, because I don't know if it goes for all girls, but my friends and I believe that you should watch how your boyfriend or something would treat his mom, because that's the way that he's going to treat you. So yes, I am still in this world where I believe that I can marry this bishi. Yes, that is one of the things that I love about Kurama a lot. And I would have put him as number 1, but somebody beat him to it, and you're going to find out in a while. So before we proceed to our top 1, I'm going to do honorable mentions. Because, like I said, it was really difficult to make this list, and I didn't want to leave my brush. I didn't want to leave these guys out. So, honorable mention number 1 is Naraku from Inuyasha. He's an antagonist. I know. I have a special place for antagonists in my heart. I really do. I think Naraku really has a sad past, and that sad past pushed him into being what he is now. Bottom line, I think that he's just misunderstood and he just wants to be loved. Honorable mention number 2 is Kisame Hoshigaki from Naruto. So, I told you guys I had a very special spot for antagonists. I like Kisame because of his loyalty. Like legit, when I saw his like that episode, I literally cried because I did not expect him to do that, to like commit suicide because of his loyalty to the Akatsuki. I did not expect him to do that. You these days it is very difficult. It is very difficult to find a guy who will be loyal to you to that kind of extent. So yeah. My next honorable mention is Sarutobi Asuma, still from Naruto, of course. I would have put him in the list, but he's married. You know, like, I like older guys as well. I'm pretty sure that's apparent because, like, Kisame is about 33. Naraku is a century old. Tsushimoru is also centuries old. Steven, according to Bulbapedia, is 25 years old. Well, that's not really old. Kurama is centuries old as well. Sebastian is also centuries old. Bottom line, when it's anime, don't expect me to like guys that are my age. Because if it's anime, I will totally like older guys. Oh yes, back to Azuma. I think Azuma is generally caring. Like, he's what you would expect from a husbando. I wish he didn't die. I was so mad when I found out that he died because I shipped him and Kurenai so bad. I was so disappointed. I was so sad that he died. I didn't even believe that he died until I saw the episode itself. Next honorable mention. People are gonna question my insanity for this, but the next one is Lido Sakamaki. I honestly wrote Lido Sock Monkey here. That's a pun. I saw it on Twitter. There was somebody role-playing as Lido, and it said Lido Sock Monkey. So I still haven't gotten that out of my mind. So Lido Sakamaki from Diabolic Lovers. People are gonna question me for this, but I think that, you know, if you guys look at it, if you guys like do a character study on Lido, you're going to like see that it's not his fault that he ended up like this. I'm sure that you guys know that it's Cordelia's fault that he ended up like this. He's just misunderstood, to be honest, like some of the bad guys in my list as well. I think that he's just really misunderstood. People, like, you know, like, it applies also in real life. Like, you judge somebody just because, you know, just because that's what he is in the anime. That's what he is in the games. But upon doing further character study, Lido is actually pretty smart and pretty sweet. If Cordelia didn't, you know. Yes. So Lido is one of the guys that in Dia Lovers that I like. Yes, there are a lot, and yes, I believe that all of them are just misunderstood. Next one is, people are also probably gonna question me for this, but who cares? Next one is Lysander / Fiorduli from Pokemon X, Y, and Z. Pokemon X, Y, Z. Yes. So, he is genocidal. I know, guys. I know that he is genocidal. I know that he's planning to destroy the whole human race and the whole Pokemon race, even. But, like I said, if it's anime, I like older guys. And instead of having crush on Ash, who is a lot more mature now, I had a crush on Lysander. He will protect you in some way as well, you know, aside from the fact that he is genocidal. I'm sure he and his Mega Gyarados will protect you. I cannot justify this. I cannot justify my like for Lysander. I just, you know, have a crush on him. Yes, I'm sure we all have this anime crush or even crush in real life that we can't justify why we like him. We just do. So, my last honorable mention is actually, so my last honorable mention is actually an OC. He's an original character from Italia. I'm sorry, like, my niece and my younger cousin are here, so you can imagine. So, back to what I was saying. This one, I don't think that he even qualifies for being an anime crush because he's an OC, but regardless, I think that he is an anime character. So the last one, the last honorable mention at least, is, you know how Filipinos have like 3 first names? I have 2 in real life. So anyway, the last one is Emilio Jose Andres del Pilar, or Kuya Emilio, and he's a Hetalia OC. He's basically like Philippines in Hetalia. So I discovered him on Facebook. And I think that he's really cool. He does his own art, I think. And I think that that's really cool. And the way he portrays his character is really, really cool. I really like him. Especially when he's, 2P Philippines. So, I cannot express how much that I like this guy because I have experiences with OCs as well, and I make my own OCs. So I really like the way he portrays Philippines, and I really like that he has time to interact with his fans. That's one of the most admirable things that I think that he does. Because most people who run blogs like this have little to no time to interact with their fans because they're either busy with real life or they're just, busy in general. But Kuya Emilio somehow manages to find time to interact with his fans, and that makes me really happy. So shout out to Kuya Emilio and his OOC, or Mun, whatever you call him. Whenever I RP, I call myself Mun. So shout out to Kuya Emilio and his very cool OOC. I hope you guys continue to do what you do the best, and yeah, you guys rock 100%. Believe me. And now we are down to our top 1. Number 1. The number 1 Hasubandos on my list. Ouch! I accidentally stabbed myself with the cap of my pencil pen. The last one is Horohori from Fushigi Yugi. So, he is the very first Husbando. I discovered Fushigi Yugi on Animax. I was in 2nd grade. And he is the very first Husbando. Like, if I were Miyaka, I would choose this guy. This guy. Like, legit. I cannot describe how much I love him. How much I love his sincerity. How much I love that he loved Miyaka. Well, I'm jealous of Miyaka, to be honest. But yeah, like, I cannot describe how much that I felt his love and his sincerity. Something that I also felt from Tamahome, but like Horohori being the one who got rejected got a place in my heart. And wait, but that's not really the reason why I like him. Like, I also have a thing for guys with long hair. I'm sure that's pretty obvious though. I have a thing for guys with long hair. Because Shishumaru has long hair. Isak has long hair, sort of. Seriously, until here. Nakago has long hair. Kurama has long hair. Lido has long hair. Naraku has long hair. I have a thing for guys with long hair. And like how he wanted to fight for Miyaka till the death, and I found that really admirable, and he's an admirable warrior as well. Like I said, I cannot express how much I love this guy, how much I love this anime guy. Like, even one of my friends, shout out Korea MJ, knows how much I love this guy and ships me with him. I'm very fortunate to be shipped with this guy by my friends. So yeah, whew. That was like 16 people. That is it for this video log. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Again, I'm very sorry for my absence, but I will be doing those 2 other video logs maybe today. I might shoot the Manila 4-day video log after I shoot this, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll shoot it on Monday. I have no classes on Monday, so I might shoot it on that day. So thank you guys so much for watching. Who are your anime crushes? I really want to find out if I have people who have the same likes as I do. Like, if you like, you know, the same guys that I like, yes, we can fangirl together. So, yes, yes, like I mentioned earlier, I'll be linking my Twitter down below. If you guys want to check out Kuya Emilio's account, I'll be linking it down below as well. He's a really good OC to follow. He's really awesome. So, yeah, that was it. Basically, that's it for this video log. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. This was Lizzie, signing off. Bye!